I wonder what's on TV. How now?
Welcome. Got something out there with you. What I want from you. And when you speak, I want every word to be straight from the lips of God.
Violence and natural death. Human accomplishments. These are part of every news story. We're watching a split second of time stretched out to 200 times its natural length.
And now let's take you to Caeser, who's talking
with Rohan Quinn.
Writer, model, and actor, London-born Rohan Quinn studied at Cambridge, spent a year in Los Angeles, and now lives in New York City. As an actor, Rohan can be seen in the soon-to-be-released films Elections with Matthew Broderick and Zoo with Debbie Harry. As a model, Rohan has been featured in ads for Absolute Vodka, has worked in fashion layouts with top model Tyson Beckford, and made a tasteful appearance on The Maury Povich Show. His novel, Hallucinations, is actually a collection of 4 dark novellas. Published by Demon Angel Press, Hallucinations has brought Quinn recognition as one of the most exciting emerging writers in the New York underground.
Hi, we're here with Rohan Quinn. You're a multimedia artist. Is there any art form in particular that you consider to be the main one?
In terms of actual ability, I think it's writing. That is not, however, what pays the rent, because, as we know, there's only a teeny handful of pulp fiction writers that actually pay the rent.
Your book, Hallucinations, is there anything you can tell us about that?
Well, the back cover calls it an obsessive fantasy of dark androgyny, ironic horror, and apocalyptic beauty.
Are there any themes in particular that run through your work?
In the writing, yeah, I guess there are enormous, gigantic, egotistical, and not entirely serious performances, concepts, and there's usually some sort of device whereby the world is being addressed. Silly really, but fun to write from inside, sort of apocalyptic visions coupled with all that, and mirrors and eyes, and they're not conventional, they don't have conventional characters or conventional plots, really. They are constructions of a million shards of bits and pieces that occur to me, in which I produce independently and then sort of cobble them together.
Do you consider personal image to be an art form in itself?
Yeah, it can be. Obviously some people like to just hide away, like all those folks behind the camera, for example, and others wish for some reason to hog the limelight in front of the camera. That can be part of, that sort of persona can be part of an artistically presented thing. Games can be played with the image as image of someone. They don't need to present things through a transparent lens. It's showmanship, really.
An element of your image is androgyny. Is there anything philosophical or political behind that?
Yeah, partly. Following on from just its being natural, there is also a political element, which is that I think that macho and masculinity or masculine behavior is responsible for so many wars and so many killings and so much disaster around the world, that this is a cliche, but I think it's true. If more women were in charge, fewer people would be killing each other. I think it's very obvious that that's the case. And so if I can help to assail the structure whereby there is such a powerful concealed set of instructions for each person to go by, a set of boundaries that they must not transgress, being as I naturally transgress them anyway, I enjoy inhabiting that.
Okay, we're going to take you to a video of Rohan reading a selection from his book Hallucinations.
The vault of leaves above is dense and luminous, receding to a needle-sharp stiletto of infinity ahead of us. Attached to the tree trunks, candelabra flicker by the gloom of the swamps, like motes on the edges of the cone of a moonbeam. Every drop of nectar on the foliage is highlit with a magically exaggerated pinprick of light, as in a modern stylization of Elysium. We pass an underwater tiger in a raised glass tank, prowling up and down its prison, never resting. Each splash from the pole echoes out across the water, down the tunnel, through the regress, into folds of flooded forest endless centuries away. The lightness of our movement on the river where we trail our hands, the gold glint of eyes below the branching of your lashes, and the lapping of the water as it slops at the boat with the gurgle of a kiss. This is heaven.
The Imperial Orgy. We love the Imperial Orgy.
Love you, monkey!
On tonight's show, we will have an artist profile, a record review, and lots more.
But first, we'll explore the Imperial Orgy's work as underground filmmakers. The Imperial Orgy began in the film department of Penn State University, where 4 of the members of the orgy's main performance group, Mina, me, Lila, Samantha, and Caesar, were students. The orgy members incorporate their filmmaking abilities both by producing videos for projection as part of the group's multimedia shows, but also by producing separate documentary and narrative works. Caesar and Mina met when the two teamed up to produce a series of short films. The first was a documentary on the issue of flag burning.
I didn't really care too much about the issue itself, but I knew it was something we could get people fired up about. The idea which really intrigued us was that as a social experiment we could go to the center of town and burn a flag and film how people reacted to it.
That's a reaction.
You got some problems. You're lucky I didn't see you do it.
I didn't light it.
You lit it. You lit it.
I did. I did.
Why don't you get the fuck out of my country, homeboy? 'Cause I don't feel like paying for you, and I don't feel like fucking dying for your ass. So I suggest the next time I see you burn one, and I see you out here, I'm gonna hunt you down and fucking kill you. You understand?
I helped light it.
I'm
proud of this country, and I'd fight for its freedom.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. You don't fight for no freedom.
Flag's a symbol.
Face by yourself there. I'll help you. You'll burn that shit.
Caesar and Mina's film, Politic America, is still studied at the university today as an example of cutting-edge documentary filmmaking. Let's take a look at a clip from Politic America.
I'd just like to find out what their personal reaction would be if they saw somebody actually burning a flag.
Good idea.
I had mixed feelings about that because my father fought in the Vietnam War, and as a black man in that war, I felt he didn't get the respect he should have.
If I saw somebody burning a flag, I wouldn't like it, and I think it's unpatriotic.
It wouldn't bother me at all because I feel that flag burning is an expression of one's own feelings, and it's protected under the First Amendment.
I think people who burn the flag ought to be thrown out of the country, and I'd buy them a one-way ticket. something I wouldn't like. It's something I wouldn't approve of.
Like they just felt like burning a flag.
I don't approve.
If someone were to do it, I think I'd approve of it.
It just shouldn't happen at all.
Anybody that burns a flag should be thrown the hell out of the country.
I'd kick their ass.
It's just not right.
Anybody that burns a flag ought to be shot.
Samantha Dee created her own short films and scripts, as well as pursuing her interest as a camera operator. One project currently in production, which Samantha produced, shot, and co-directed, is The Bottom Rung, a hard-hitting look at poverty and homelessness.
The rich take care of the rich, the poor take care of the poor. That's where I get the majority of my donations from, the poor.
Things like soup kitchens. Somebody's profiting from this thing. It's not all charity.
There's two ways to get rich in America. Open up a homeless center where you can get donations, contributions. You see, all the money you pocket is yours. You don't have to do nothing to write it off or nothing, see what I'm saying? Or you can open up a church.
This homeless business is a multi-billion-dollar business. They would rather stick people in shelters where you get paid for them, instead of putting these people in here where they can do something for themselves.
This situation is not an accident. It's like we've been cubbyholed. It's like they're playing Monopoly with people's lives. There's nothing you can really do about it. I mean, it's part of the system.
All of these corporations and big businessmen are getting together and actually having write-offs, tax write-offs on homeless people.
I was out here in the street, which I'm not now. I was out here, and I'm looking for a job. Finally, I've got me a job. I got a letter from my boss telling me that I got this job. I'm getting so much a week, and da-da-da-da-da. And if they got any problems with that, call him and he can verify it, right? I went and took this letter to all these self-help programs where they're supposed to help me get off the street. Showed them this letter, right? Oh, no, we can't do nothing for you. But if I was out here on the street trying to do nothing for myself, I can get all the help in the world. But as soon as I got one foot out that grave, they start shutting doors on me. They want to suck you right back into the system. Well, so they can make money off of you. Yeah. We are nothing but dollar bills to these rich folks out here.
The rich is profiting and the poor is getting poorer.
I don't expect people in the middle class to really do anything, because I think they're victims of the system too.
They live on the system. They give them a job after you leave the house. They give them anything that they want after you leave. They give them welfare. They give them assistance, only because they got children. The kids have to take care of themselves. She doesn't have the time. She goes to school or she goes to college. She works every day. Children don't work for nothing. That's why American children are so weak-minded.
It is a trap. Once you get in it, it's very, very hard to get out.
They want to make sure that there are homeless people because it's what you call the biggest scam that ever came about.
People are getting trapped in it every day. Believe it or not, you're just one paycheck away from being right to where we are.
We're in the street. We know how to survive. If the homeless get half the chance, you understand what I'm saying? We'll take it to the bank. If you give us half the chance, we'll probably do better than you.
Another of the orgy's filmmakers, Lila wrote and directed 2 short narrative films, including the award-winning Maple Street. Maple Street is a surreal and ironic portrait of small-town America.
It's been a really strange day. I don't want to talk about it. One thing I would like to know, though, why don't we have sex anymore? Ooh, yeah, Scotty, baby. I love it when you slap me around. I am stuck here.
You make me numb inside. I can't feel it anymore. F you.
In 1994, Meena Dada wrote and directed a short narrative titled Bharavi.
Bharavi is a film about man's inability to find his or her way in our modern spiritual haze.
So what is it that you believe in, huh? Reincarnation, maybe? Or maybe it's Buddhism, is that it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I did. Some of it. I mean, I tried.
What exactly do you mean you tried? I don't...
I'm trying to find something that's...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All this stuff is from different religions.
Yeah, would you think they were decorations?
Well, yeah, actually, I did. It's an escape. You trying to find the perfect religion.
It's a comfort, and there are answers. We just need to find them. What about you? Would you think it's all black and white?
No, I didn't say that. I understand there are differences. There's good, bad, and then there's everything in between. And who is to say which is which? All I know is a bunch of statues don't have the answers.
Well, where do I find them?
Why don't you look in your dreams? Why don't you look inside yourself for a change? I'm sorry. You know,
Caesar Pink spent 2 years and thousands of dollars on his as-yet uncompleted narrative work, Jive Soul Resurrection.
In Jive Soul Resurrection, I was fictionalizing my own life as I was living it, creating a mythology as a means to try to foretell my own future.
In this rough edit of a scene from Jive Soul Resurrection, the main character's unconscious desires and fears are portrayed by the men dressed in black leather.
Hey, Sandy, I saw what you were reading on your break today.
How'd you know my name?
Spobatak! Spobatak! I read your name tag, Sandra.
So you know Whitman, huh?
She thinks you're a dickwad, buddy. Bog bag Lou!
Well, you talk to me when you really know Whitman.
The myth of heaven indicates the soul. The soul is perfect, it appears more or less. Perfect and clean, the genitals previously jutting. Perfect and clean, the womb cohering. Soul is always perfect.
You've got it all wrong, boy.
I might have the words wrong, but I know what they mean. You might know the right words, but do you really know what they mean?
So I guess you think I don't have the brains.
I don't care about your brain.
I can imagine what you care about.
Or your body. It takes something more to understand what it means. Have you got that?
Besides their separate film projects, film and video projection are an important part of the Imperial Orgy's live shows.
Film and video can really help the audience understand the music, but it can also add a whole separate level of meaning to the overall presentation. Sometimes the video is interactive and actually becomes the forefront of the show.
I love working with film for projection because you are dealing with the connection of sound and images in the rawest form. Without the demands of a structured film, it allows you to recreate the film language from the very bone. It's fascinating to see the manner in which visual images and sound can be combined to create new meaning.
The Imperial Orgy is always looking for underground films to use as part of their live shows. If you have a film you'd like to contribute, call us at 917-706-9477.
Now pay close attention to the information recorded on this film. It was prepared by L section of our UFO division.
Hi, I'm Vivian. I'm here with the Imperial Orgy and Caeser Pink. So Caeser, what kind of music does your band play?
We don't play music, we smash stuff up and then stick our tongues out.
Sounds good, sounds real good.
Okay, we have a video for you by a band called Some Friendly, and the song is called The Only One I Know.
Take me away, the only one I
yourself.
Well, a hard-headed woman, a soft-hearted man, been the cause of trouble ever since the world began. Oh yeah, ever since the world began. A hard-headed woman, been a thorn in the side of man.
And now, a film by Art Pig.
Awaken into profound darkness. Go below into a world of incinerator law. Sculpture you can dance to in silence. Avant-garde radio and a man with no ears. I'm just one of those godless tourists, full of guilt, desperately seeking drugs, almost dead in the troubled land of Elvis. Got sick on his Persian rug. In love with my tormented vision, like a right-wing television Christ. I wrestle with emaciated cannibals in desperate slaughterhouse town. With sick-like limbs, they pray for narcotics. I'm destroyed. Everything is unfamiliar. Marilyn Monroe suicide landscape, frame by frame backwards. An emotional concentration camp. Worst case scenario of lethal passion. A museum of hot-skinned